Well, everybody, winter is finally here. What a year it's been. And it's almost time to look forward to the year ahead of us. But for now, get cozy, spend time with loved ones, and of course, listen to some sweet, sweet music. See you next year, Chillville.
Good evening. Happy Saturday evening. One of the fun things about this 12 days of Christmas is I get to stream on every single night. Now, or day or whatever, but every single day, right? Sometime. And that, of course, is part of the reason I'm doing it. I hope people catch me, and see it and maybe even just passing by because people surf Twitch just like we surf TV channels. I know that. I do it sometimes when I'm bored and looking for somebody to watch or something. So, anyway, I can't do it all year long, but this time of year, not too busy. Nice to take a little break after the holidays. Nice to celebrate the new year coming in with spinning and just in general a reaffirming of this is going to be a good year. I'm going to do this year and it's going to be a good year. Going to have a lot of fun streams as we go forward. So yes, a few more hours of this year left and that's it. That's it. I do not get nostalgic about New Year's. I was joking with hubby today that we should follow the fiscal year, right? And July 1st is the New Year, and we can combine it with the 4th of July celebrations. Yeah, Christmas in July is actually not a bad idea. And I hear y'all out there shouting, then move to Australia. Yeah, then I'd have what I want, right? Yes, I would. But I have what I have here, and fortunately, the weather has been pretty nice. We haven't had wicked weather right the last 10 days, so that's good. That's good. I am going to be spinning some of this home carded bat of home dyed Rambolay fiber. And I started this at the end of yesterday's stream. So, let's get spinning. I may have some stuff to talk about, but it's not like pressing pertinent. So, if you're out and about getting to where you're going to be going for your New Year's plans, I hope you drive safe. I hope you have a wonderful time, whatever you're doing. And if you're home, like I am, enjoy a little bit of excess, if that's in your scheme of things. I have a gin and tonic here with me tonight. I made us, hubby and I, one a little bit ago, and he just looked at me and he says, "You don't drink while you're on a stream." And I said, It's New Year's Eve. Of course I do. So, anyway, I am doing a little pre-drafting here off of this bat. This is extremely springy fiber. I mean, as in, it just feels alive, even though it's been through so much processing, right? Washing, dyeing, carding on the drum carder. It is a lively fleece. When I look at it really close, I can see the crimp. And it's so tiny. Of course, Rambouillet does have merino genetics in it, so gonna get that merino tendency of crimpiness. Um, it isn't as soft as merino, unfortunately, but it was a fleece. This is the very last of it. I have a lot of this already spun up. I dyed it with black walnut dye. I had various batches, so I have various different little colors of the black walnut dye, even though it's, technically brown. Some had red in it, and some was darker brown. So it came out a lot of different color yarns. They all are spinning up about the same, just like this. And I probably have enough for a sweater if I want an all brown sweater. Sounds a little dull. It wouldn't a hubby, but he wouldn't wear a wool sweater. So I'm not going to bother making him one. But I bought this at a fiber fair, and it's been a number of years ago. It was 2019, I believe. And it has taken me that long to work all through it and get it spun. A lot of this I did on one of the Tour de Fleeces. I don't know if it was 2020 or 2021. But yeah, I did a lot of the spinning of the bulk of the fleece during that time. I don't know how I ended up with... Oh, I'm going to sneeze. I'll have to sneeze multiple times. That's how it works. We'll see. Maybe I'll get away with 2. I don't know how I ended up with 4 bats hanging around. Obviously, they were slightly different color, and I separated them from the others, and it got, I'm sure, after the Tour de Fleece got put away, and, I just recently probably uncovered it in a box that had other stuff stored in it, too. That's how it ends up getting upstairs sometimes, and then out of my sight and mind. So, just have 4 bats left, putting 2 on each bobbin. Have a little bit of improvement in the house. The water heater is available for use. There is a line of cold water going into the water heater, and that's all okay. And so the hot water is turned on, and I can use the hot water. The main thing is I have to be careful when I shower, because I can't add any cold to it, but I don't mind that. And we don't have it set, super high. And I can wash dishes. So my kitchen is cleaned up now finally. And that makes me so happy. I'm just like, I hate chaos. And I'm glad to have that done. He still has one area he's working on for cold water to the rest of the house. Um, it's unfortunately a line that is one of the two main ones that come in from the water source. So the other one runs to my washer dryer and, well, washer, I'm sorry. My washer and what did I just say? I guess the hot water line because it's the washer. So anyway, it connects in with the hot water line. Goes to the water heater. That's what I was trying to say. So that is functioning. He just has to get the other line. We went last night. We went last night to pick up right after. In fact, he came in as I was ending up a stream. I had ended the stream, but he came in, to the stream room and said, I need to run to the store. So we went to the store and he got fittings. And then when I got up this morning, he said, when you're ready, after you had your coffee and everything, I need to run to the store. I forgot to get propane to weld the joint. It's like, gosh, can't you have thought of that at the same time? But that's the way I am too. It's part of being my age. I won't think of everything sometimes either. But otherwise, I had a very quiet day. Been watching TV. We both have, actually. We've both been watching TV, really, together. Been a very quiet day. I cannot believe it's going to be. I'm going to have to write 1-1 tomorrow. 1-1-23. Oh, that's something that happened last night too. after I got home from running to the store, after I had streamed and then we went to the store, and I got home and my health insurance, uh, so along around 1st of October or something like that, sent me a a Visa card that had $300 on it, and they said you can spend this on certain things, whatever, and one of the things was gas. So we used it when we were traveling, and most of that had gotten used up filling our gas tank for driving. But it was going to expire today, and I had $34 left on it. And we tried to use it to fill the gas tank, couldn't get it to work, which was kind of weird because it had been working, and I thought, I wonder if maybe they meant the 30th, not the 31st, or something like that. But when I got home, I went ahead and looked it up, and it had on its little web page things that you could shop for that were acceptable. The crazy thing was, it was groceries. Now it was nothing fresh. It was all staples kind of things. And there was no shipping cost, which is another amazing thing. So I went through and used up that $34 on things like rice and some canned goods, and it was really interesting that I could do that. And only food. I don't know why. I don't know if there was like a limited quantity of stuff and the groceries was the last thing left at the end of the year or something, because I was on it last night. Well, in the process of doing all that, I went to my health insurance website, and they had sent me a thing called the over-the-counter health supply. It was like a little catalog that had where you could buy, aspirin and just all sorts of stuff. I had never looked into it all year. They sent me the catalog, and I just didn't think that it was anything that I thought it was a perk to go and order it, but I would pay the price that was on there. I didn't think they were giving me money, and it turns out that every quarter I had $100. And I was like, oh my gosh, I missed 3 quarters. Well, now I understand why they sent me the card with the $300, because I had missed those 3 quarters. They sent it right at the beginning of the 4th quarter. So I was really pleased to have figured that out, and I went ahead and put an order in for stuff with the 4th quarter, which ends today. It's like, man, talk about 12 hours figuring things out. I had no idea my health insurance company was doing that at all. Now, I will admit, they call me periodically, and hubby will talk to him, but I refuse to talk to him, and they want to do things like, okay, you can go and watch all this video stuff, and you can go and go to certain gyms to exercise, and you can get counseling if you want it. I mean, it was like, I'm healthy. I understand that I can exercise. I choose whether I want to or not. I don't really want a visit from a home nurse. I'm under a doctor care. I see him regularly. He monitors my medications. So I just no, leave me alone. I'm not going to mess with that. Well, I suppose in some of those conversations, they probably would have told me about the over the counter thing, but maybe not. Maybe not. What really blows my mind though is that they sent me, the money to use even though I hadn't gotten online to order this stuff. So, this is a Medicare replacement plan, is what it is. And I suspect part of the stipulation for them to be allowed to receive my Medicare, the money that, normally would uh, go to Medicare, it would go to them instead, right, out of my Social Security. In order for them to actually, the government for allow them to do that, probably they have certain stipulations, and this might be part of that, right? That they have more hands-on monitoring leeway. Anyway, I am not so sure I could have um, found uh, drugstore items every quarter, $100 drugstore items every quarter. I'm just not on. I'm on one medication, but I'm not an over the counter user with the exception of two things. And so, you know, I don't know that I could spend $100 every quarter. I was really glad that we got to spend it on gas. You can pay some utility bills too with that card that they sent, but we didn't do that. None of this Rambouillet is spinning up thin. It's spinning up to about 10 reps per inch. Good sweater weight. It's like an Aran weight. have so much house cleaning to do because hubby has been tracking so much in from the garage and from the outside, and oh my gosh, it's such a mess right now. I have discovered that one of the reasons I don't knit a lot is because I do not suffer from castonitis, right? In fact, I, of all the knitting process, I hate casting on. But I have any number of things I really want to get going on the knitting. I want to start knitting. I pulled out a book today, and it's handbags that are knit. A lot of them are made out of cotton, which I have to see if I have a yarn, a commercial yarn I could use. But there's some that are made out of Rowan DK, and I know my hand spun will work for that. So my biggest problem is finding pretty colors. The thing I don't like about knitted bags is they're not finished inside. So I don't know if that's going to bother me too much that, I won't use them. Ugh. Well, now that's just nasty. Full of a whole bunch of shortcuts there. They're gonna come off? Yeah, they are. Oh. Why are you wobbling? Okay, I knew you were going to do that. I saw that you followed me a day ago. All right. You have been slapped on the wrist. I'm sure that's probably your day job, but whatever. You know, I probably get more of those because I'm on every day. They probably run some kind of software that catches that, right? And figure that increases their chances of making a sale if they're an active streamer. And they still get around, even though I've got the ability of anybody in the chat posting a link turned off. They still get around that, of course, by typing it in the message. Gonna do my New Year's cooking tomorrow. I'm the traditional pork roast. I am not doing the sauerkraut, even though I love sauerkraut. Hubby doesn't, so every once in a while I'll make it for me, but I'm not gonna make it this time. Man. Some of this is just not nice. I don't think this velour top is the best to wear. The fiber really wants to stick to it. I don't, I don't think I'll make it till midnight. I don't think I will. Well, that brown bit of fiber just fell on my brown gold carpet. I won't be finding it until I sweep. Well, not the first time that's happened. So I had a big spinning project on my Aura, the Advent fiber from last year, 2021, and finished it. And I was thinking of what I wanted to do. All the colors are in a single, right? And I was trying to think what I wanted to do to ply with it. And I was talking about alpaca, and I did go get some alpaca, but it's like needs a lot of processing. And I realized that I have a Cormo. I have no idea what kind of fiber the fiber is for the Fiber Advent. I don't think it was merino, but it was very nice. It was top. It was processed very nice. The Cormo I have is in a bat. I don't know if I'm going to be able to spin it smooth enough, but I'm going to spin it after I finish these two bags. It's over there on the bed in that great big clear plastic, because there would be enough to ply with the about 14 ounces of the fiber from the Advent calendar. So yeah, that's what I'm going to do. I will see how it spins up before I decide whether that will be used to be applied with it. If it's not, of course, then I have to wait and process the alpaca, but we'll see. I knew I had white bats in there, but I thought they were not as good a wool as a Cormo. I didn't think they were, a nice soft wool. So when I discovered that it was a Cormo, I was like, well, that might work. And to be honest with you, I could set up my combing system and comb the bats into top, because what I was spinning was Rologs, so that's like spinning top. Which would make them nicer. I really don't want to make them into Rologs. They're already in a bat form. But I can't spin worsted from a bat. I think it'd be quicker to comb it. All of that is just various options that will become, oops, I need to move my thing, become pretty apparent once I start spinning one of the bats as to whether I need to do something else or not. Cormo can be hard to home process. It really varies fleece to fleece. I learned that about Cormo fleece almost every year for about 5 years, and after working with all of those, I finally decided that I wouldn't be buying another Cormo. I prefer to stick with Border Leicester or Romney, or, well, I really can't get Romney in this area, but well, any kind of the Leicesters. Border Leicester, Blueface Leicester. Rambouillet can be alright, it depends. Like, this has a fair amount of shortcut in it, which is not making it real nice single. Shetland's good for spinning too. That's a real good one to buy. I can get a lot of Shetlands around here. This is it for this bobbin. I have some odd bits and pieces over here that I'm not going to put in. They're kind of hard to spin when they're in those little tiny bits and pieces, but I'm not going to throw it away just yet till I do the other bobbins and see if I need a little bit extra for plying, finishing the plying. Okay, time to reset our music. I love it when I empty a bag. These were the seconds on this fleece. The first being the nicest locks in the back and all sort of, that stuff. And I know, I just made a whole lot of noise, but I like to fold my bags up. I feel accomplished when I empty a bag. It's like, yes, another bag emptied. Of course, I keep filling them back up too. Keep reusing the same bags. could pull this through a Diz. Wonder what that would look like after I did. Let's try this. Have to twist it up so I can get it threaded. Alright, I may have to push this through there with something. It's been so long, I forget which way it goes. It curves away from you. You put your fiber into the curve part here, like that. There we go. It really doesn't do anything much when it's already in a bat form. Makes a nice continuous roving. Some people like to take a Diz and just do the entire bat, and roll it up like you do like you get purchase roving. But now the nice thing is all this big stuff that's getting clumped down here at the bottom, I can get that into a better form, like this. Doing this. But you can force a fair amount through it with, and it doesn't really smooth it out all that much. This is a big hole Diz. It's not a little one. Little, of course, will really straighten the fibers up. But let's see how that spins. That made any difference. My actual length of roving is longer, definitely longer. Which should mean a little less pre-drafting. But it doesn't take out the shortcuts. I mean, it doesn't eliminate the problems I'm running into with this roving anyway, the bat anyway. Like this kind of stuff. Might be spinning just a little bit thinner. Quite honestly, I like spinning it better without putting it through the disc, and the reason is I can get a better draft going, which does deal with these shortcuts a little bit better. It'll do a little bit to put it back, to put it into the single. Anyway, so I'm just gonna do my regular draft here, pre-draft, like I've been doing. That gives me more fiber coming out of the drafting zone for this worsted spin, which I like better. Excuse me. I am tempted. I am tempted to cut this stream a little short. I really didn't expect a crowd tonight. But I was going to stick to my 12 days of spinning, and I'm not doing anything anyway. And this kills a little time because I do like to stay up until midnight. We do open a bottle of champagne, hubby and I share it, and then promptly toddle off and fall into a deep sleep. Right? Drinking champagne. But then we usually only drink partial bottle, and we have the remnant for mimosas in the morning, which is not a bad thing. Not a bad thing. Not going anywhere tonight or tomorrow. We do our drinking at home. I noticed hubby took the night off, the whole day off actually, He has been working almost every day on the plumbing issues, and I think he's tired. He really needed, I think, he needed a break from it. And things are somewhat usable, so why not? Happy New Year! How are you, Fog Color? Kay, where you been? I was just saying nobody's here and everybody's popping up. I was I was like, maybe I'll cut this stream short. So welcome, welcome, welcome. What's Happy New Year too? Almost, almost. I hope everybody is safe. And oh, you just got home from work, Kay. Okay, yeah. You're good, Fog. Just happy. Oh, okay. You got the new year already. I don't know where you are, but it's rolling towards us here. Let's see. It is gonna be 7. I can't do military time. It's 6:30. Yeah. It's quarter after 6. We have a few hours to go. And Kay had to work. Was work busy? Hope that. Are you out walking, Lily? Isn't her name Lily? And you are wandering around Twitch, Fog, wishing everybody Happy New Year. That's odd, right? That's great. Well, we are lucky that we have a reasonably quiet weather pattern right now. No snow, no blizzard, no, frigid weather. It's winter, but it's not bad. It's not bad. So we're lucky. I have had New Year's Eve bonfires where I live in the past. And it would be probably warm enough to do that, but everything is so wet. It has been very, very rainy, so that doesn't make it good for a bonfire. But, where I live, it can be moderate in temperature, and we can celebrate outside. Our neighbors will shoot off fireworks at midnight. They always do. Case is not as busy as you thought it would. And Fog is in Poland. Okay. And Kay, somebody's grilling, so your weather must be doing all right there too. Yeah, I got out. I have a pork roast in the freezer that I got out to thaw, but I will cook that tomorrow. For the traditional pork roast. Tonight we are splurging and just having snacks and stuff. We might make a pizza or something. I don't know. But hubby and I will celebrate alone tonight. No other family. They all have the younger crowd all have their outings planned. So steak for New Year's Eve, huh? That's not a bad idea either. I know I'm starting to feel like it's been a long time since we've gone out to eat because we haven't gone anywhere near out to eat near the holidays, right? So we're going on 2 weeks now, and that feels like a long time to me. We usually eat out like once a week, um, and I suspect that we may uh, be going into town tomorrow. Which way am I going here? I'm going this way. To take food to hubby's brother, but I don't know if anything will be open or not to eat out. And I was going to put the pork roast in the oven, so I have plans for a supper. So I guess we'll eat out later this week. I am spinning Bullwinkle. This was a ram's fleece I bought a number of years ago that most of it got spun during a big Tour de Fleece deal in during July. But I found 4 bats that I believe I had separated out because they weren't the same color. By when I put them in the dye pot, I this fiber must have gotten into the dye pot last or at a different point, so it's a different color. It's lighter. So I'm spinning these 4, but since it's all from that one big fleece, I'll probably make something out of all of them. I'll just have a variation in colors and have to plan on the variation in my. It's going to make a good sweater. It's Rambouillet and it is so cushy, springy. It is just like, it's like pushing on a pillow. It's so springy. And I'm encouraging that too because I'm spinning it worsted. I'm not putting, I'm letting a lot of air go into the drafting zone. It takes me literally years to process a whole fleece and get it spun up. I have done Shetlands completely, but Shetlands are way smaller. Okay, let me pull the tag here. This is the way the original, can you see it? The original fleece had this tag in there, okay. And it was white. And it was 70 pounds. It was 70 pounds. It was 7 pounds of fleece. So there was a lot there. we've been watching a marathon of a show called Las Vegas. It's on one of the off channels, not a main one, and we've watched it all before, but they're running a marathon. It's gonna go all the way through tomorrow, I think. So they run them in order, and it's you get caught up in it, right? So, and I suppose we will continue. If they're probably going to run them all night. The first time they did this, hubby recorded like half of them, and took up 3/4 of our recording space. But he did watch them and finally deleted them. I was like, wow. But I don't think he had watched the series all the way through at that point, like he has now. Now we know how it ends and everything, so it's just fun to rewatch. Besides, I don't care for the shows they put on for, leading up to dropping the ball, because so much of the music is just, I suppose, too modern for it's groups that are popular right now, and I'm just not fond of it. I will watch the Rose Bowl parade tomorrow, though. Absolutely. One of my favorite parades. That's a good show? Hey. Well, great minds think alike, right? Uh-oh. I keep getting oil on my fingers. Okay. I'm going to finish this bat. I have this little bit left, and then I'll have a second bat to do. But I got on a little bit before 5, so I'll be back tomorrow at my normal time, 3 to 5 Eastern Standard Time. Because it's Sunday. Sunday. Oh man, I got football games I recorded and I haven't watched them yet. One of the problems with when hubby decides to have a day that he doesn't do anything, it means I don't get to watch TV. I have to watch what he watches. I have a second TV I could go watch, but it's in the bedroom and I lay down and you know what happens when you watch TV and lay down. You fall asleep. I thought about taking a nap today, but never got around to it. This is a quick spin. All right. Gonna not go any further with that tonight. I have I have my foot on the cord. Ugh, there we go. I have this to show. Let's throw this away. The barber pole merino that I was doing, I skeined it off, and I have 200 yards. Yeah, 200 yards of it. Does that just not remind you of a peppermint? There are variations, darker and lighter colors, but pretty cool. I like it. I really, really like it. So one of the things that I thought, just on a whim here, I don't know what I'm going to make with it, because I will have another 200 or so yards with when I apply these bobbins, right? So I kind of want to put them together. They're both merino. So I thought, on a whim here, I would go to Ravelry and put in barber pole yarn. See, see what comes out. Where's my search? Patterns. I can't be the only one. Oh, it actually doesn't have any. It was 0 hits. What happens if I put a space in there? Oh, okay. You have to put barber pole cannot be one. And I only have 6 matches, but ooh, I like the hat and cowl. Okay, that's sort of what I was looking for. I can't do socks. Um, and there's a second cowl that's kind of it's called barber pole, but the yarn isn't. But let's see this. Yay! It's a free. I'm going to give you the link here. I want you to take a look at it, Kay. Where's my copy? There it is. Take a look at that pattern. That's exactly what I'm looking for. I have to think of a base color. I don't know what I have spun that would be a base color, like the black. The black is perfect. I really like the black. And it's slip stitch. So that's easy peasy. And then it has a matching hat. Yep, that's sort of what I'm looking for this. barber pole yarn. I think that I mean I was I knew I could do a scarf with a block of color, a solid color in there, but I really like that. That does it does it looks so pretty, isn't it? Well, Kay, I hope you have a restful evening. Happy New Year, dear friend. Thank you for stopping by on this night and always being here. I appreciate that so much. I appreciate you. I hope that you have a wonderful start to the new year. And I will be back tomorrow, regular time, regular station, 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So, see you then. Take care, buddy. Bye.